Vegas vlogs. So I'm Orla, my name is Orla, I'm from Cork in Ireland. So the reason I have started this is because I've just begun a 12-week program with Nathalie Lennon, and I just wanted to document my journey. So I'm going into 12 weeks, so I have 1 week down, and I did start this video last week, but I didn't start it right. I was going to work early and it was just completely rushed, so I said I'd sit down. I have time today, so I said I'd sit down this morning and just introduce myself and where this video is leading. So this is how you get me 90% of the time, 98% of the time. No makeup, no brows, no nothing. I work as a senior support worker with kids and children and teenagers with autism, intellectual disabilities, living in residential settings. So my job isn't easy, my life is busy. I'm also in college studying social care, so I'm in college 1 day a week. I'm back in September, but I'll also be doing a work placement, which is a 12-hour day in another company, gaining experience. But I'll also be working a 35-hour week and going to college 1 day a week. So life is pretty busy. So this is how you get me 90% of the time, because I do make an effort sometimes. But there's no point in me coming on here and being full of makeup and all dressed up, because that's not how you're going to see me most of the time. If you were to walk past me in the street, that is not how you're going to see me. My hair is actually down today, and it's never down. It's only because it's down because I washed it last night. So let's go. So this time last year I began an 8-week program with Nathalie, and I started it because I was feeling crap. I wanted to change my life. I had put on weight. I had done a program maybe 3 years previous and it worked out great, but I just never committed to it. It was an 8-week and that was it. I never continued on with it. So this time round I was like, okay, I need to do something. I've had enough of feeling the way I'm feeling. So I began 8 weeks and I never looked back. So did the 8 weeks. We go to Vegas. Yeah, so we went to Vegas about 2 months later. So I think June and July, and we went to Vegas in the September. And I never felt as good as what I felt that 10 days in Vegas. It was just, I felt great. My clothes, I could wear shorts, I could wear strap tops, and I never once felt conscious. At the end of the week I did, after 10 days of eating American food, I did feel crap. So actually while I was over there, I was texting Nathalie and I was like, look, can you keep a space for me? I'm going to come back to you. So I did. I started, I think was it in October, and I did 8 weeks again, and it took me right up to the week before Christmas. And I never felt, I'll pop in before and after photos if I can here. So the before photo would have been June 2017 or May 2017, and the after photo would have been December 2017. So about 7 months maybe. So it was brilliant. I kept it going. Left my diet slack a little bit, but I was still going to the gym and I was still really enjoying it. But then at the end of March in 2018, I had an injury. So I had a form of whiplash down the side of my neck into my shoulder. So I was out of work for 5 weeks, which meant couldn't drive, couldn't go to the gym. Walking was even a struggle, even to go for a stroll. I used to go for a stroll. I sound like an old woman. I used to go for a short walk. It wouldn't even be half a kilometre. Maybe once a day, twice a day. It was literally just for my head. It wasn't even for the fitness side of it. I just felt like I needed to get out, do something, free my mind. I was stuck inside. I got into a rush where I started to feel sorry for myself. We were ordering takeaways. I was eating chocolate. I was eating crap. So I had planned on going back to Nathalie when I finished my exams, which would have been the start of May. That was the original plan. But my injury took me into the end of May. So it happened at the end of March and I was out of work for 5 weeks, but it was close to another 4 or 5 weeks before I could ever do anything. I was going for physio and everything, so I had to go swimming. But before I could lift weights, it was a good 8 weeks, maybe 9, 10 maybe. I can't even remember. I just try and forget about that period. So I had been in contact with Nathalie the whole time. She was aware of my injury and everything. And I was like, look, I'm coming back to you. I am. I have to do it. So then I decided to change jobs. In the middle of everything, in the middle of exams, I decided to change jobs. It has worked out for the better. I'm in my new job 2 months, and so far it has been the best thing I have ever done. And I was like, look, Nathalie, I can't cope with changing jobs, exams, and starting into a new program. So we decided I would wait until I was settled in the new job. It came to, what date is today? So it came to, I think it was the 3rd week of June. And I texted her and I was like, send me the questionnaire, send me the PayPal details. It's time, I am doing this. I had been putting money away because I knew I was going to do it. So filled in the form, sent off the payment. Nearly 3 weeks ago now, and literally within 24 hours she had my nutrition plan and my training plan sent back to me. So I had in my head that I was starting last Monday, but she was so quick and efficient that she had it ready for the week previous. But we were going away for a weekend, and I was like, that was my weekend of enjoying eating all the crap food. Even though I don't enjoy eating. I enjoy eating it, but it's the feeling afterwards that I don't enjoy. So we decided, okay, I'd start the following week, which was last Monday. So here I am, 1 week in. As I said, I had been vlogging the last week, but I wasn't prepared, and I was just doing drips and drabs. So here I am, sitting down. That's my introduction. I am loving. I'd started to love it last year, but when I found it really hard to get back into it after the injury. Just my mind frame. I felt like I had gone completely backwards. I had gained a stone, which to me was a lot. I was literally back to where I was in June 2017. But I think a lot of it was fat and water gain. So I'm hoping all that is gonna slide off me pretty fast. Because I had gained quite a bit of muscle definition for me. Now when you see other people, I had no muscle definition. So we're doing week 1, loving the training, loving my strength. My strength went way down. Obviously I hadn't been training, so it affected everything. I hadn't been lifting weights, even at home. Like, what weights do you be lifting at home? So my strength had gone way down. So when I went back last week and I started with lower body 1, oh holy God, Nathalie was not my friend that day. I couldn't walk for 4 days. 4 days later and I was still struggling. But I think I was up to, I'm going to say, a 40 kg squat. And last week I was using a 7.5 kg bar dumbbell. That was a massive drop for me. It didn't bother me. I know I'm going to build my strength back up, so that's why I've chosen a 12-week program rather than an 8-week program, because I feel like I am back to where I started. Like, I'm hoping within 3 to 4 weeks that I'm going to have my strength back up. By no means I'm easing myself back into it, but I'm giving it everything that I have. There's no point going into the gym and doing things half by half. You either do it fully or you don't do it at all. So I am giving myself 4 weeks. But if I had only done an 8-week program, that was 4 weeks of my 8 weeks. I believe myself that I wouldn't have seen much of a difference in that 8 weeks. My plan is that I want to go back, be better than what I was in December 2017. It's now July 2018. I'll be finishing with Nathalie in, I think it's the first week of October. So I want to be better than what I was in December 2017. I want to be that stone lighter. The weight doesn't bother me, it's the way I look. But I know that I can lose that stone. So I do want to drop that stone again. But if I don't, it's not going to bother me because I know that I'm losing my fat and building my muscle. I have considered competing. That was a possibility, that was an option. I'm not saying it's not, it's completely off the cards. I just don't think I could cope mentally with getting to such a low body fat weight and then having to put. There will be something, probably a photo shoot. We'll see. That needs to be discussed. We'll see how we get towards the end of my 12 weeks and we'll plan then. So that's kind of a basic introduction to me, where I am now. I'm hoping these probably won't go up on a weekly basis, they might go up on a fortnightly basis, because I'm still new to having a camera in front of my face, so I don't think I'll be taking the camera into the local Super Value and having the chats with the camera. I don't even do that on my phone on Instagram. And I will take the camera to the gym when I am doing early morning workouts, because when it's too busy you can't be. I don't want to have other people in the videos, and and I'm hoping that eventually I will have someone coming to the gym with me that can video me as well. Because I'm basically back to being a beginner. I'm not saying I was never a beginner, went from a beginner. I might have been a moderate. I knew what I was doing. I knew the techniques, my form. I kind of knew. I won't say I 100% knew exactly what I was doing and that I was 100% right in everything. But I think as you grow inside, as you grow on the outside, you're changing your body, but you're changing your body by feeding your body with all the good stuff. And by going to the gym, by going for your walk, by going for your run, going to yoga, Pilates, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, it releases endorphins. And I tell you, I'd be buzzing. I could be dripping down my arms, but it just releases endorphins. And that flows into the next day and the next day and the next day, and you eventually feel good all of the time. Now this past week I have felt so tired, but because I've cut out sugar, I've cut out my Coke Zero, I've cut out the crap food, cut out the takeaways. I didn't have to cut it all out, but what was the point in me eating all the good stuff, going to the gym, really seriously working hard, and coming home then having maybe, even though it's Coke Zero, there's no sugar in it, it still has gas, it still has additives, and sometimes those additives don't agree with your tummy. So why, when you're doing good all day, why go backwards? But all of this helped me in my job, and that's why I truly believe that your health and your fitness affects every other part of your life. It makes you want to be a better person, it makes you feel like a better person, you're happier, so you're going to release, it's contagious. If you're with someone who's not feeling great, and if you're really happy and upbeat and having the chats or whatever, they're going to feed off that. But that comes from you being healthy, fit, and having a good mental well-being. Whatever about the physical well-being, I think the mental well-being that comes from going to the gym is astounding. My whole attitude changed, in the last year in comparison to the way I was a year ago. I'm much more positive, much more outgoing, much more happier person than what I was last year. Now, kind of gone back a little bit because I put on the weight and I'm feeling crap about myself. But it's all good. We're working on it. We're going to get there. And I would love to take you all on the journey with me. Now I'm sitting here recording this. This might never even make YouTube. This could be a video in itself. This could be a completely introductory video. And then maybe I'll follow with the vlogs after. But I just wanted to, there's no point in having a YouTube channel and not knowing who the person is behind it, the person truly behind it. So this is why I wanted to sit down and have a chat. And I wasn't going to sugarcoat, I wasn't going to put on makeup, I wasn't going to do any of that because that's not who I am. Yes, I'm a qualified makeup artist, yes, I'm a qualified beauty therapist, but that's not part of who I am anymore. As you can probably see, it's a mess, but that is my makeup station and they are all my certs behind me, but I don't have any interest in that anymore. I did work in it for 2 months in a salon and 6 months as counter manager for Art Deco. Hated it. That was when I really realised that I needed to change my life. So I changed career, I was working in the healthcare before that, but I just kind of hit a wall and I was like, okay, I need a career break. I did that. Then I went into intellectual disabilities and challenging behaviour sector for a year, and that's where I was there for a year. I was in that job for a year before I started with Nathalie. So yeah, this time last year, so I was in the previous job for 2 years, so it would mean the second year working there, and it just completely changed. So in comparison to the first year of me working in that job to the second year where I had a clue about healthy eating and minding me, that is priority. Minding you, if you don't look after yourself. I have another Instagram page. It is called Always More to Learn, and it's just basically where I share things that I learn. But I posted this, I don't know, can you see it? So you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. And in every aspect of life, in every aspect of your career, not even career, no matter what job you do, you have to look after yourself first. And that's where I believe that I changed completely, because I went from not caring about what I ate, not caring, like I'd stop for a hot chicken roll, not a bother, and a bar of chocolate and a bottle of Coke, and maybe a bag of potatoes as well, mind you. That wasn't a life that I wanted to lead, and it was affecting my work, it was affecting everything. So I changed, and fitness is just, it has changed my life. It has changed my life. So I'm hoping I can have some positive impact on people. I do have an Instagram. I will leave the link in the description bar. It's just Orla_Hartnett. And I have a website, it's www.orlahartnett.com. I don't post as much as what I'd like to on the website, but I'll get there. I want to start writing about more stuff that will make a difference to people. That's the whole reason why I set up my Instagram. I just want to see, can I just impact one person? Like, I put up a post 4 days ago, on my weight gain, my 1 stone weight gain. Now, that's not a photo you would see on Instagram a whole lot, people putting up weight gain. Weight gain, yes, in terms of, because I know muscle weighs the same as fat, so sometimes you might lose the fat, but you remain the same weight, or you gain weight in muscle. I think that's correct. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm right even. But this was just pure a stone of weight gain. There was no muscle gain in that. Anything, my muscle turned to fat. So that's kind of like, if I impacted one person, if I showed one person that it's okay to put on weight, it's okay to have bad days in life, it's okay to have bad weeks in life, bad months. you will get there. You will come out the better side. And I'm not saying I'm out the better side yet, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. And I think that's literally a long enough video. I don't even know how long I'm sitting here talking, but I am off to the gym. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to edit this video and I'm going to upload it as an introduction to me, because I want the vlogs to be completely different. So there will be vlogs, so maybe on a fortnightly basis. But I might edit. I will have time over the next 3 days because I'm off. So I will edit this video maybe today, which I have no idea of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to edit. I'm kind of looking there at the back door and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the mop bucket over there. I was like, what is that? So yeah, that's me. I'm going to end it here now because I could talk and talk and talk all day. I'm going to go to the gym, going to come home and do housework. Don't we all love the housework? And hopefully this video will be up pretty soon. I will leave all my information in the description box below. I would love if you would subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It will give me some motivation to keep doing this. So that is it, and I will chat to you in the next video.